What is it you want?
Your prisoner, Eli. Do you think he wants to escape?
Most of the prisoners want to escape, but he's not going to get away from the suggesters. So don't waste your time worrying about him.
I need to ask you some questions about the chem dealing.
So, Reinhold's brought in some more help. I've already written the report as ordered, but remind me, who are the chief suspects?
Siegfried, Hagen, and Oswald.
That's exactly who I wrote up in my report. All that I know is there. Maybe it will help.
Thanks.
Слежка, доклад 1. Зигфрид был на фабрике с утра и до вечера. Хаген с утра был в шахтах, больше его не видел. Освальда видел только вечером на проповеди.
This one. I'll get this one. I'll get this one.
easy.
You fucker!
Supposed to be working together.
Sir, I'm here to report for Acolyte training.
Then stand to attention and look the part.
By the infinite skies, I vow that I will be ready for the next inspections. I don't know what you've been told, but there won't be any more mess-ups. The weapons have been cleaned, and I've studied Kalan scriptures, sir.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you stationed in the Horde?
Fieldcraft training, sir. Learn from action. Action builds experience. We face challenges from the unfaithful, both Reavers and Kalan's lesser creatures. Truth is, it's fucking dangerous out here. The Reavers are bad enough, but these Chimeras?
Tell me where these creatures are, and I'll kill them.
Really? Is this a test? Am I supposed to take care of them? Or is you doing it what Kalan wants? Or did Kalan send you to save me? I've read the scriptures, but they don't always make complete sense. I'm up next for patrol duty, and those things killed the last two acolytes, so if this is a gift, or it's a test that Kalan has sent me, then you should come with me to help kill these creatures. We should work together on this.
Where were the other acolytes killed?
East of our training facility, at the foot of the mountain. We buried their remains there, so if you find two graves, you're in the right area. But be careful. Those things will be nearby.
I will kill the Chimeras.
Well, Kalan wishes it, so I have to follow Kalan's will. After all, we're short a man, aren't we? So not getting myself killed is an act of faith. Our superiors can't argue with that.
I have a search warrant here, from the Horde.
Yes, but what does that mean? What exactly do you expect? Do you think I'm just gonna pull my pants down and let you search me? And you can wipe your ass with that warrant. I might not have anything to hide, but that doesn't mean you can push me around. So go ahead, the sooner you're done, the sooner you can leave me alone. Adam.
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you.
What brings you here? Are you fleeing the Alps? With the danger of the Alb converters, it's surprising more refugees haven't sought our protection. You are safe from the Alps here, in any case. The clerics are the last defense against the Alps, and we shall hold true.
What is the purpose of this outpost?
In theory, we are here to control the border when we get the chance between Reaver attacks, but really, we're a training base. Initiates are posted out here to finish their training. There's a lot of difference between theory in the Horde and fighting our enemies out here.
If you train initiates, can you teach me something?
I'm not an instructor. I'm here to show initiates the real world. That said, we are short of Elexid out here. If you're willing to pay, I could share some of my knowledge with you.
Teach me something.
Okay, good.
I'm here on an investigation. I have a warrant here, and you are to cooperate.
A warrant? What are you looking for? You'll find everything in order here.
The clerics and Horde have a different opinion.
For fuck's sake, then tell them to come out here and show me how to do it better. I'm starting to get sick of this constant mistrust. Have your look around. Check what you want. You won't find anything.
As these arguments increased, Falkmer's forces split, with one castle being controlled by the followers of faith and one by the followers of technology. This war was to continue for 3 generations, with Falkmer's great-grandson managing to restore peace between the factions, with the help of a group of mercenary knights hired from another faction.
Finally. I've been waiting for you. Just put the correspondence down over there. Wait, stop. You are the messenger I sent for? Just a moment. Where's your identification badge? And why are you traveling incognito?
I'm not your messenger.
No? Damn it! And they still haven't found a replacement. They must still be short-handed. How are we supposed to fulfill Kalan's will without the men to do it? But I am going against protocol right now. We haven't introduced ourselves yet. I am Dirk, commanding legate of this outpost. And who do I have the honor of addressing?
I'm an Alb.
I'd watch your smart mouth. Plenty of men here would kill you for a joke like that. Losing friends, fed to that damned converter, tends to spoil a man's sense of humor.
What is it that you need the Horde to know?
That is a matter for Baldur at the Hort. You are the messenger. Your job is to deliver this, not to question its contents.
And you think people should just obey orders?
You chose your cause. Now, you must trust those who lead it. But I promise you, I want to see recruits kept alive, not sacrificed for vain causes.
Do you have work for me?
There's always work that needs doing. but I can't go trusting just anyone with confidential tasks.
About that confidential job. How can I get you to trust me?
Trust isn't an easy thing to earn. I'm not sure.
There must be something I can do to earn your trust.
As a wise man trapped between two raptors, logic alone cannot save you. Give me something valuable of yours to hold. That will prove you trust us, and give me assurance you mean what you say. If you prove yourself, I will return what you give me.
I agree. Take this as insurance.
That demonstrates trust on your side. Very well. Thank you. I will explain what I need. Here, take the report. Take care of it as if it was your life. This information is needed. Take it straight to Patriarch Balder in Hort. He will know what to do with it. I hope he knows what to do with it.
I'm here on official business. I need to question your men.
Excuse me? What is this order? What is this about?
I have a warrant from Dietrich. You are to cooperate with me.
Dietrich. He doesn't send me a messenger. He doesn't send supplies or reinforcements. But he will send an interrogator? But, very well. Go ahead. Search the place, if only to satisfy him. My trunk code is 4979. There. I have nothing to hide.
Let me ask you then. Do you know anything about ELEX smuggling?
If I did, I would have dealt with it. Chem smuggling is a vile trade that eats the lives of all those involved. But if you think someone here is involved in this, then I hope you find them. But think before you make any accusations. The people serving here are loyal clerics.
I'm in.
I'd imagine coming back to the Horde would be a bit different than this.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
You want to cross him? You're crazy. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Well, did you find anything? I told you there is nothing out of order here. We keep things tight and ordered here. We live by the rulebook right down to keeping our storage trunks secure.
If that's the case, then you won't mind me inspecting those trunks.
You can check mine, but you'll find nothing but a few pieces of clothing. But please, here, be my guest.
Отчет о состоянии на заставе. Протокол состояния. Я укрепил оборону на случай нападения разбойников, но у нас уходит много боеприпасов. Связь все еще работает с перебоями. Из-за угрозы со стороны местной фауны пришлось усилить патрули. Во время тренировки смертельное ранение получил Акалит Бернард. Во время патрулирования мы потеряли еще нескольких новичков. Запас продовольствия пополняется, но все еще недостаточен.
I'm in. I inspected your storage trunk.
Congratulations! Then you can inform the Horde that my laundry is in order.
You know exactly what I found in the trunk. Why would a cleric have a set of outlaws' clothing?
Part of our job here is reconnaissance, and sometimes a disguise comes in handy. Can you understand that?
I'll let the clerics and the Horde decide that.
That's all you want? Yes, I'm an outlaw, but I'm not an idiot. Look, all I'm doing is dealing a few chems. Nobody gets hurt. The clerics want this stuff. And if you let me keep going, I will give you 1/10 of my earnings.
Betrayal. And betrayal to help a chem dealer. You shouldn't trust this asshole for a second.
And what am I supposed to tell Dietrich? He sent me here for answers.
Tell him everything is fine here. There is nothing to report. The chems must be coming from somewhere else. Simple. So, can I count on you? Think about it. It's worth it.
Okay, we have an agreement.
Good. Then we have a deal. Now, we just have to get the people who sent you to stop sniffing around. Give them the clothes you found in my trunk and tell them you took the dealer down. If the dealer's dead, they should stop looking, right?
I've decided I'll take a share in your ELEX business.
Sure. Here.
You really messed up there.
They're always hitting on you here.
There must have been a lot of civilians living here once.
Stay alert. We don't know.
I'm certain of it.
All you'll find in Zakor is death and misery.
About the ELEX smuggling. The chem smuggling is over.
And so, who was behind this?
Yes, I took care of the culprit.
You did. And where is the body?
These are his clothes. I took them off his body as proof.
You took them off his body? This body better not turn up walking and talking somewhere. But, very well. Let's say this matter is closed. And I will tell the necessary authorities the service you've done for me.
Thanks.
I thank you. That will be all. Dismissed.
That wasn't great, was it?
I'm leaving now.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort.
Yes?
I helped Dietrich find the men behind the chem dealing.
Yes, he informed me. And we are in your debt.
And good work should be paid for, whatever your faction.
That isn't what I meant. But very well. Take this elixir as thanks. If you can find the guilty parties here in Hort, then that would open the way for you to join the clerics. If that is what you would wish to do.
I think I know who the chem dealer is.
Well, please tell me who you think is responsible.
It must have been Siegfried who made that deal.
This is a serious accusation you are making. I hope you understand the consequences of this accusation for him and for you. Thank you for your work. I will investigate this further. If he is really the suspect, then he will receive a just punishment, and you shall receive the promised reward when that happens.
So, you told Reinhold who you suspect is dealing chems?
Yes.
Very good. I'm sure Siegfried will have learned he shouldn't mess with my business. But with one dealer put away, I'm sure Reinhold will find someone else's dealing, but that investigation will have to wait. It will be a lesson to Siegfried. Thanks a lot for your help. Here's the payment as promised. It was nice doing business with you. Here. I would like to give you this for the road. I can't tell you any more about it, but the meaning will be revealed to you in time. Keep it until such time as it is needed.
Quit sneaking, okay? There's nothing for you here. Yes, just leave. Leave your hands where I can see them.
Don't do that again. Did you get lost?
Did I invite you? Quit sneaking, okay?
Get the hell out of here. Don't do that
There's
again.
nothing for you here. Yes, just leave. Yes, just leave. Quit sneaking, okay?
They're only saying that to keep control of you.
Hey, is there something you're looking for? I'm here to trade, and I can offer you top quality for a decent price.
Do you have many customers?
Define many. Ignodon isn't exactly the center of commerce on Magaland. I have to work part-time as a miner just to keep going. But, you know, I get by all in all.
Where do you get your goods from?
Mostly from the patrols we send out. They find all sorts of old world artifacts. And then there are the spoils of war, recovered from out there. Our enemies are a good place to get resources.
I want to buy some clothes.
Clothing, I have. What exactly do you have in mind?
What do most people wear here?
Well, that all depends on your rank. Would you want undergarments, nightwear, armor? I have a full range and a full set if it's the right size. This set belonged to a brother who now dwells in Kalan's halls. Kalan save and protect his soul. But it's perfectly fit for purpose.
I'll take the armor.
Great! You know a good deal when you see one. Is there anything else you wanted?
What goods?
Of course.
Kalan's strength lies in purity.
What are you waking me up for?
Wolf wants to see you dead.
Of course he does. He's been brainwashed. He thinks he's a cleric now. Poor bastard.
So, about your escape. I have the things you need.
You did it. You got him. They mustn't have got into your head yet. Let's get this escape underway. So, that should be enough to hide who I am.
And what happens now?
I need to find Wolf. Then I can get out of here. Or have you got a better idea?
No, stick with your plan.
Then I better get moving. I see you around.
Yourselves to be led astray by the temptations of ELEX. Only those with a pure heart, a focused mind, and a strong spirit will be saved by the land.
What? Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? Why should... Oh, fuck.
Exactly. Thought you got away with it, didn't you? But I have a surprise for you, and the rest of those smug assholes here. And now I'm free. You're gonna get it, you shithead.
You won't get away from me.
All right, then.
bastard Eli came after me. Luckily, he didn't tread so softly. Now he's flat, dead, extinguished by the rocks. Here, take this. If a suggester starts trying to get out of you that you had a part in this, you need to reassure him. That might not be enough, but I can't do any more for you.
I wonder what this place was.
A new wanderer in our midst. Welcome, vagabond.
Hello yourself.
Here we are in the most blessed corner of the world. Here amongst these rocks, away from the confusion of unbelievers. Here you can be free, at one with the world. I know it might not look like it, but life can be pretty good here. So, I bid you welcome, and offer you the chance to stay and join our happy community.
You call this rock pile a community?
Hey, I was just trying to be friendly. This might be a community in progress, but we are creating something here that will grow into one of the greatest civilizations on Magalan. All it takes is a meeting of minds. A sharing of dreams. Too many times I have seen people crushed as they watch their dreams die. But enough of that. What can I do for you?
You're pretty friendly for someone who has chosen to live in the middle of nowhere.
A dream brought me here. Not any chem-fueled vision. An honest dream of freedom preserved. And I want to share that dream with the world.
And have the outlaws come after you?
We've seen raiding parties, but we've hidden from them. Now Baxter's lost his seat in Tavar to the Duke. He'll be looking at getting his fort back, not worrying about a few escapees. He must have forgotten us by now. And so, if you like, you would be welcome to stay and relax here. You can learn more about us.
Thank you. I will stay.
There is no need to thank me. All are welcome here.
You're an Ignodon. Why not join the clerics?
You think the clerics are free? They might offer safety, but in joining them, we would have swapped one set of chains for another. The only way our dream could become true was to begin our own community. While the other factions talk about being free, we want that to be true. We want to be free people.
And is everything going well here?
Freedom comes with a price. Sometimes literally, and we're short of shards. We need shards. But before that, we need to get our generator running. And that means finding the right components to repair it. But where to find the pieces we need out here? At the end of the world? We need some of those plastic string things you find in machines. But I don't know where you can find them.
I can find the components you need.
You can? You will? If you can find 5 electronic scrap piles, then you should be able to find the right plastic, metal string things. I had an expert look at it. He checked the generator over. And he said we needed those plastic and metal string things you find in machines. I don't know where you can find them.
I have the plastic strings you need.
You mean the wires? Great. As long as these are the right sort of plastic strings, wires, we should be in business. Well, it works. Shit, you know your components. Thanks for your expertise. You could make a living at this. Here, I haven't got shards, but this might come in handy.
Do you have anything to trade here? I'm looking to buy some survival packs of meat.
Yes, of course. We're good hunters. So, we have, you know, hunting stuff to trade. Food, bits of animals, and the survival packs you mentioned.
I'll take some. They need supplies back at the Horde.
Yeah, no. You see, there is one problem. Animals seem to want the meat we've got. I mean, big, wild animals. We could fight them off with weapons, but, you know, no weapon shops out here.
I thought you were good hunters.
Oh, we are. We're fierce. F-E-A... oh, whatever. Fierce. But these animals are big. I mean, B-I-G. Big, right?
So, you need me to get you weapons?
Weapons? Shit, no. We can make them ourselves. We hunt. We trade. We... you know. We're a community. So here's the deal. An old friend is coming to visit soon to sell me the gear we need to, you know. I told him I'll have the shards by then. But I'm missing the shards we need. You help me, I help you. You've helped the community will work it out.
Is this enough for you to give me the supplies?
Not exactly, but keep the rest. I'll get my friend down to this amount. Get him to give a discount. Right, so, you can take what you need once you're in.
Записка Раудера. Не забыть. Спрятать наши припасы от разбойников и прочих воров было хорошей идеей, но я снова забыл коды. Возможно, не стоило возлагать эту ответственность на меня. Мы 2 дня сидели голодные, в шаге от продовольствия. В конечном итоге мне пришлось заплатить за взлом. Теперь у меня полный желудок и новые коды, которые я никогда не забуду. Чтобы не забыть, 9981 1758 1455. Я уже забыл, какой код от какой ячейки. Однако выбор не такой большой, под скриптом. Это заметка только для моих глаз. Если вы не я, то немедленно положите ее обратно.
That didn't work. That didn't work. I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, I'd heard there'd been a lot of fighting.
I have the survival packs you asked for.
They gave it to you? Will they do it again? What did they want to trade?
They wanted ELEX it.
That makes sense. Then they can trade for what they need. Here, I hope that covers what you paid.
Call us even.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope we can trade with them again. That way we might all start trusting each other.
Goods are the whole heart of trade. What's the world without trade?
Let's go on.
What's going on here?
State your business. Only officially authorized personnel may enter.
How many times are you going to repeat that?
Until you understand that only authorized personnel may enter.
Forget it.
Then don't let Kalan bless your...
No, no. I won't accept that.
Who's prowling around out there?
I have what you wanted.
Unbelievable. Now, I can finally read Arvid's original text. You really did me a big favor.
That will do.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Glad to help.
Oh, yeah. If I find anything interesting in these writings, I will let you know. That's the least I can do for you.
That was well done.
Those animals are getting more and more dangerous.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of our prisoner? His soul was tortured, but it could have been saved. The Horde demands more soldiers. We must show mercy, for Kalan needs every soul who will serve if we are to hold back these Albs. Compensation must be paid, so we can make good the loss you have caused us. That at least will mean we can attract new initiates. This matter is closed.
I think I'll stay until I get my shards back.
There are many things I believe in. Refunds aren't one of them.
Here, the report from the Southern Outpost.
So, they've got you playing messenger.
I ran up expenses on this job. I'll need those paying back.
This job wasn't supposed to involve expenses. But if they were incurred, they should be paid.
I would like to become an acolyte of the clerics.
You would. That manner with Dietrich was good work. Finding the men behind the chem dealing was the highest priority. But that aside, you've proved you are ready to act in Kalan's name. And we need to add more good men into our ranks. If you are ready, I will name you an acolyte of the clerics. But remember, devoting yourself to Kalan is a life choice. You must turn your back on the other factions. So are you sure that you want to become a cleric?
No. I still need to think about this.
As you wish. But don't take too long.
routines recognized. Initializing new routines. Failure. Forcing restart. Restart successful. Initializing new routines. Routines initialized successfully. Creating new parent-child relationship. New order giver identified and registered. Following new parent. Routine performed. Deleting parent-child relationship. Starting area monitoring protocol. Protocol executed. Starting area monitoring.
Your replacement is here.
You actually got the U5 prototype? We're gonna do this. We're actually gonna do this. Then, as promised, you'll get 10% of my pay every time I get the shards. Here's your first payment. I think I owe myself some time off first. You know, you're all right. Yeah, you're all right.
When do I get my next payment?
You'll have to wait. Hey, it's not like I'm paid regularly, but you'll get your Elexit. It might just take a while.
Halt.
What?
Identify yourself.
What do you want from me, you bucket of bolts?
Bucket of bolts. Identification invalid. Valid identity is required to enter this area. Identify yourself.
What the fuck? Just let me in.
What the fuck? Identification invalid.
You got 5 seconds to get the fuck out of my way.
Fuck out of my way. Identification invalid. Identify yourself. We'll supply 2,000 shard entry fee.
What? 2,000 shards? Are you fucking nuts?
Fucking nuts invalid. Initiating subject termination.
You what? Hey! I'll take care of that thing!
Routine running without error.
this one.
I'll take care of that thing. Put that one. Now you get it.
What a sweatbox.
Keep your eyes open. There's always more damn jackals. I think they know I want every last one of the things dead.
You want them all dead?
Why wouldn't I? They ate my whole damn family. Now I'm going to kill all of theirs. I spend every spare minute tracking them down. When I'm not trying to get enough meat to live, to sell, and that takes most of my time.
So, you work for the Duke?
People don't work for the Duke. That's the whole point of being outlaws. Not that anyone there is really free. You know where to find the teeth on a jackal? In the fort. You think you know where the knife is, but the next minute you feel it sticking in your back. You're best out here with the jackals rather than in there with the real animals.
Do you want help hunting these jackals?
Nah. This is something I need to do myself. For my family. And I need to earn a living.
Can we trade?
Sure. Tell me what you need and I'll see if I have it. And as long as I've not already promised it to Scrappy, it's yours.
What do you have to trade?
What do you...
Scrappy sent me. I have your payment.
Good. Thanks. You can always rely on old Scrappy. Here, thanks. Here, do me a favor and deliver these to Scrappy. He's expecting this meat. My bet is he'll be going hungry without it.
What? What's going on?
I have the meat from Ryder.
Oh, thank you. You don't know how long I've been waiting for that. That should keep my bones from being buried in the sand for a few weeks.
Won't that go bad?
Nah, I know how to cure it. It'll keep. Here, take your pick from these. I have a weapon in case you're looking for some defense, or some cams, and I've dug up a few shards in case you'd prefer those.
Give me the shards.
Not a problem. Here, take them.
Please, stop. Have you seen any elves out there? You'd better be careful. They were around here only a few days ago. They might still be here.
What elves?
They attacked our caravan, wiped us out. We just left the Besser on the way back to the fort when they attacked us. It didn't take them 2 minutes to kill everyone.
How did you survive?
I was able to hide, just in time. Shit. I was just promoted to runner. I thought I could do some easy work in the fort, but instead they went and sent me out here. And I had to watch as the whole caravan was butchered.
You're a runner?
Yeah, the lowest of the low in the fort. Sure, you get access to armor and a few nice stims, but that's it. Then you get non-stop hassle. If you want to do better, then you have to work your way up. That was my plan. Before this happened here.
What are you going to do now?
Can I come with you? I need to get back to the fort, but there's no way I can get back there alone. I'm lucky the elves haven't found me, and that the jackals haven't eaten me. Please, you have to help me. I've got to get back so I can report to Hank.
Hank sent me.
Then why didn't you say? We have to get back and inform the fort that the supply routes to Abessa aren't safe anymore.
Hank doesn't want people to know.
But why shouldn't we tell anyone else? People have to know the routes aren't safe anymore, or they'll walk into the same Alb ambush. We have to tell everyone.
Your boss wants you to stay quiet.
No, he mustn't understand. He must think there was an accident or something. We have to tell him the truth.
Here, take this. You had better get out of here.
What? Why would you pay me to go?
I'm not paying you. I'm giving you a hand. If you go back to the fort, Hank will kill you. He doesn't want witnesses.
Do you really think it would go that far? Shit. Yeah, maybe you're right. I never liked it here in the desert anyways. Thanks. Maybe I should go to Abessa instead of the fort. Maybe I'll see you there. See ya.
Excellent.
Welcome back to the gates of paradise. I hope your stay in the wilderness was productive and profitable. The fort bids you welcome. And you get 100 shard discount because of your previous payment. Not bad for a way into this little slice of heaven, is it?
Forget it. I won't pay.
Forget? How could I forget the man that turned down paradise over a few lousy shards? Paid the shards, so you and I are gonna have a problem.
Here, take your shards.
There, you see? Shards only have the value you put on them, and you just bought your dreams. Have fun in the fort.
You have an IOU to pay upon.
That? Well, that's an old debt.
A debt is a debt. Time to pay up.
Okay. Let's sort this out. My debt against your IOU. Let's call it square?
I can live with that.
Good. Here.
I've got the crates from the missing caravan.
Crates speak only of success. The Duke will welcome. What happened exactly?
The caravan was attacked by Alps.
Ah, I see. You must be mistaken. There was no attack. There were no Alps. It was all an accident. Understand?
A runner called Kid survived. He saw the whole thing. But don't worry. He won't cause you any trouble.
Good. I knew I could rely on you. Truth is found in shards. So here's some truth for you. Remember, Alps had nothing to do with it. Our supply lines are secure. People can trust the Duke. And they will and they can trust him. You see, I've shifted the supply route, and the supplies are getting through. So it's ended well for everyone, yeah?
Are you our reinforcements?
Yes.
Really? I mean, you don't look like the reinforcements I was expecting. But whatever. Come here. You're to take over on watch. You will eat here, sleep here, piss here, until you're told otherwise. Clear? Don't leave your post unless it's to deal with an enemy, and then you come right back here afterwards. You spot a threat, you kill it on sight. Are we clear?
Sure. Does this place get attacked a lot?
What does it look like?
And you're the guard here?
One of them. It depends on the day.
It seems like you're getting messed around.
Everyone gets their strings pulled here in the fort. Sometimes you have to dance the way they want you to. Other times, you have to make a stand. You're still alive, so you must have been getting the balance right. Or are you just a troll? You'll plow through obstacles until you get killed? Either way, you're alive. That makes you a survivor.
Well, look who we've got here. A newbie. You've got balls walking around out here. The creatures out here tend to eat people who do that. You can relax. We took care of the creatures. That's what we do out here.
Who are you?
People call me Bullet. So, I guess you can do the same.
What do you do here?
We're exterminators. We deal with any creatures that approach the fort. You know, we stop them eating people.
You're not very chatty, are you?
What do you want to talk about? The weather? It's hot. The creatures? They're nasty. The converter? It's an alb curse that attracts monsters. That chatty enough for you? Or do complete strangers always tell you their life history? So, you want to get into the fort?
Yes.
Once you're in, look for William on the bridge out by the scrap district. Tell him we need more men here. Tell him if I don't get them, he should lock his door at night. Because when we're dead, the streets will be full of creatures, and they'll be coming to gnaw off his nutsacks next.
What kind of creatures are we talking about?
Well, you've been out there, and everything out there wants to get in here. But recently, there have been more of those animals with machines embedded in them. You ask me, it's some sort of plan by the clerics or the elves to wipe us out.
one.
Halt. Who are you? What's the password?
I don't know the password.
And yet you expect me to believe you are who you say you are? You've walked onto our ground, so I will ask you again. How did you find us?
Frank gave me your coordinates in the fort.
Frank, you've spoken to him. I've been trying to hatch a plan for days now to work out how to get him out of there.
So, do you want to know how Frank is doing?
Do I want to know if he's been tortured? If the outlaws have starved him? If his belief is being challenged every day? I know how the outlaws treat their captives. That's exactly why I want to get him back.
Why are you here?
To find out what's happening. Ever since the Duke took over here, the lines of communication with Ignaton have been shut down. Baxter might have been a maniac, but at least he talked to us. Now, this Duke and his men, they came out of nowhere and they destabilized the whole of Tabar. We want to know if he's a threat, or if he'll start talking to us.
You're right. The Free People must come together if we are to survive.
A berserker and a diplomat. You speak like those of old, who brought the first council together.
Who are you calling old?
Can I help you get your man back?
Right now, I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get Frank home safely, and I fear if I go in after him, I'll just get him killed. You probably stand more chance than us. The outlaws are used to people passing through. They welcome all in the name of profit. It's not like they'll trust you, but they'll allow you in.
What's your plan for getting your man out of the fort?
Well, we can just ask them. The outlaws aren't going to suddenly start abiding by old agreements from the Great Council of Magellan. ELEX is the only thing they respect. If we offer enough, the Duke should agree to set him free.
The Great Council of Magellan?
Yes. That was almost 100 years ago. There was constant warfare that threatened to destroy us all. It was the clerics who brought all the factions together to sign a non-aggression pact to save us all. You know, peace reigned for almost 40 years. But during that time, each group was increasing, growing in size, becoming more committed to their cause. It just made the next war all the bigger.
Why doesn't anyone keep to the pact now?
Because as a species, we're actually pretty damn dumb. And I'm not excluding the clerics here. In those days, the clerics were fighting the berserkers over at ELEX deposit. They needed it for their mana. We needed it to drive our machines. When we weren't able to reach agreement, weapons began to speak instead.
And there's been war ever since.
The Horde assumed the war would be short. Back then, we didn't know the power that we could unleash. We were arrogant. We assumed the technology we'd stockpile, the weapons we developed would be enough. Then Berserker's magic grew stronger, until one battle where our machines failed. Whole squadrons of our troops were wiped out. We haven't recovered from that defeat, even today.
You left the outlaws out of your story.
Because they aren't worth my breath. They were violating the resolutions almost as soon as the Council had made them. Their attacks mostly consisted of small raids. But it was only a matter of time before they tried something bigger.
I've heard enough.
Good. Let me know when you're planning to head to the fort. We have to free our man.
Give me the Elexit. I'll pay to get your man out.
Very well. I'll put our man's fate in your hands. That elixir is going to buy the freedom of my friend. Don't let it go astray.
That wasn't so good.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't really expect me just to walk into Ignadon, let the clerics and the elves kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert leading troops has taught her the truth. You ask her, nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Ignadon. Come to Tavar, and you will pay the price. Stay at home in the Hort, and you have nothing to fear from me. Maybe letting him go will send them a signal that they should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar. Pay me, and he can go.
Here's the Elexit for Frank.
Ha! Changed my mind. You can keep the shards. Just remember how this played out. You've been smart. So don't fuck it up and get in my bad book some other way. Before you go, here's some well-meaning advice. See my generosity and think what that should mean for you. I look after my people here, and we have opportunities for all those who stay here.
Yeah, of course. Why would it be anything else?
Hey, you. Nasty wants to speak to you.
Does she? And do I want to speak to her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You want to speak to her.
All right. Then I'll speak to her. I was told to speak to you.
I've heard about what you've been doing here. You've blown into Tavar and stirred things up. Most newcomers start at the bottom and take years to crawl up. You're making enemies here. You know that? Some people are getting upset by your successes.
Yeah.
Yet here you are, already getting people to trust you. Question is, are you going to stay and help build things here in the fort? Or blow out of here as quickly as you blew in?
If you want me to stay, you have to give me a reason to stay.
You've got a whole lot of mouth, haven't you? We're going on a little trip, you and me. Then, we'll find out who you really are.
When do we go?
This is the way you prove to me you're ready to stay. And that it's worth the Duke keeping you on. This is the time to prove it. Okay?
So the Duke is your brother. Is he your relation here?
William's my cousin, but it takes more than blood to make you a relation. William works for the Duke. He gets things done his way, I get things done my way.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'll see you outside, in front of the city. So, friend, as you can see, that area over there is infested by large, ugly creatures with a taste for human flesh. What you have to do now is simple. Go there and kill them. Think you can handle that?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay, so stop talking about it and make it happen. Stop talking.
Come here, you animal!
Did I pass your test?
That's a start. Come and see me when you've recovered. Maybe Tavar does have a use for you. We'll soon find out.
I spoke with Hartmut.
You found our group commander? And he spoke to you? To an outsider?
What can I say? It must be my charisma. Do you want to know what he said?
Well, if he trusts you with a message, then my mistrust of you was unwarranted. Please, tell me, what did he say to you?
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then, why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks, or not?
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison? When I last saw that guard, Iron Madison, she appeared convinced that the only way I'd leave was dead. Regardless of what the Duke says. She's bitter enough to make that good, even if someone else has said I can leave. No, I can't risk leaving until she's convinced I can, or she's dead.
The Duke said Frank could go free.
What? Why the hell would he say that?
You want to question the Duke?
No, but I want no part of this. You'll have to set him free.
I can do that.
Good. Look for me when that cleric's gone. I have a job for you. I'll tell you the details later. So, if you have any personal business to take care of, get it taken care of. And make sure you're straight and focused when you come to do this job, right?
I'll think about it.
Thinking won't earn you profit, favor, or shards. So, make your mind up soon.
Iron Madison is out of the way for now. You should get out of here whilst you can.
I'm going to find my unit, and if I can get back to them, I can get you a reward. Hartmut is a true follower of Kalan. He is certain to pay you back, if he's still alive. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Kalan watch over you.
What's this job you want doing?
I told you, you would come back. He's earned his name. But now some people are talking behind his back, undermining that name. They're saying he hesitated over the converter, that he let that cleric live. This talk is undermining his reputation, and the only way to stop this talking is to set an example.
How are you going to set an example?
example.
We're going to force the clerics out of the desert. They've sent a little group of soldier boys out to invade our land. You're going to help me find them. Then, we're going to leave their bodies on the border to send a message to everyone there and all across Tavar.
The Duke won't agree to that.
Oh, this is between you and me. And you're going to keep it that way. This is the job.
You're asking a lot.
A lot? Ha! Once we've killed a couple of them, the rest of them will run back to Kalan. Come on, we have to do this. You'll like it. I know you'll like it. And the Duke's name will ring out across the desert. Let's start with the rest of the unit that came here with our ex-prisoner.
I'm not interested.
Then I don't have anything else to tell you. So fuck off.
Follow me.
Yeah, sure. It's been a while. Maybe no one will recognize me.
Judicator Ulbrit is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Albs in Ignadon.
We don't have enough good people ourselves, without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.
I have news from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
Your outpost in Tavar was attacked by outlaws.
You've seen this for yourself? Or did you hear about it from your friends? Speak up now. Has the World Heart survived?
It was destroyed.
And our men?
Geralt has managed to hold the outlaws off, for now.
He has done well. I will send him reinforcements. If we can hold that part of Tavar, then in only a few years, that desert will be forest, and Idan will stretch yet further across Magalan. Here, you have earned this as payment for your news. This should at least cover the supplies it took to bring me this information.
You have your reports.
It is not an easy quest that our forefathers have given us. But by the Pilgrim, we will see Amrek's dream become real. As he built Idan from desert to forest, so shall we continue his work until all Magalan is cleansed of ELEX and grows pure again.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hope the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
I visited the Horde in Ignadon.
The Horde? Stronghold of our old enemy. So, tell me about their strength.
They're prepared, well-disciplined, and they're developing new weaponry. But they are short on manpower.
I had heard they were recruiting. How are their forces distributed?
Their attention is focused largely on the Alps, but they haven't forgotten the other factions. I think their main concern is being attacked if they decide to take on the Alps.
At least they seem to have recognized who their real enemy is. Thank you for your report.
About my support. How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have paid for taking his word before now. You will need more than his word to gain promotion. You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. Born was grateful for the help you gave him with the harvest. He has spoken up for you. Yoro says you didn't acquire the converter parts you needed. That was a missed opportunity. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. I've heard you helped the cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, you involved my wife in this deception. How does that speak to your case? You helped Eardor. Something we neglected to do. And don't think the fact that Eisenfaust's sword disappeared at the point you arrived has gone unnoticed. I can't prove anything, but suspicions don't always have to be proven. The men at the Mana Shrine informed me the stolen ELEX was returned. That was your doing. All told, I am pleased with you. You have done a lot to help the people here. You have earned a just reward.
Holy shit! You could buy most of the desert now.
Whatever you decide to do with those shards, I'd advise against buying a desert with them. You have proved a friend to the Berserkers. I think you should consider joining us. Think about it. Maybe someday, when you're ready, we will teach you about our magic.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here. Put that weapon away. Right, so you do know what's good for you.
That technology will get you into trouble here.
see what I found in the canyon?
Yes, show me. Yeah. I think this might be what my buyer is interested in. But you must be waiting on the ELEX.
You got that right.
You're gonna have to wait for most of it. But my contact was generous enough to leave a down payment. I'll go and get you some of that now.
You don't have the shards on you?
You think I'd carry a sum like that around? What, you think I'm suicidal? But don't worry, you can trust me. You can wait here or meet me at my place.
Why did you attack Bill?
Because. And oh yeah, regards from the Scrap Baron.
What are you saying?
Listen, man. I'm sorry that I disturbed your little operation. But when the Scrap Baron tells me to kill a guy, then I kill the guy.
I just lost a lot of shards because of you.
Tell someone who cares. I just did my job, that's all. If you have a problem, go to the Scrap Baron. I'm done here.